Good morning. Good morning. It's Best Ball Brunch here on the Fantasy Sanctuary. We're joined by a very special guest making his return this weekend to the Best Ball streets, our very own Bindles. We're going to rip some German Shepherds. We're going to talk a bunch of the preseason action going on. We're going to answer your questions. We're going to vibe. We're going to hang. We're going to have a good time. So let's get into it. What's up, buddy? How you doing?
GM, sir. How's your morning been?
It's been pretty good. It's hot as balls already. Took the dogs for a walk and sweat my absolute sausage off. But I feel like very appropriate for brunch. But no, it's good. The new fence is up, thank God. So I don't have to like walk the dogs out into the yard on a leash and watch them try to drag me through the mud, trying to get squirrels and cats. But no, it's good, man. How about yours? You've been busy this weekend.
Yeah, I was on Tyler's 24-hour stream. Go check that out if you haven't already. It was an absolute blast. He powered through. He was getting a little it was getting a little rough there at like whatever, like 4 a.m. to like 7 a.m. I think was a little rough. And then he had, I think, Ryan Hodge hopped on with him, and then he
Yeah.
powered through the end. And I'm interested to hear from him how he feels after that. But yeah, I'm actually at a bridal shower right now. I was like helping out and like
Oh,
setting everything up this morning, hence the different background. So
nice.
yeah, at a friend's house, and he does content and a bunch of other stuff. So he has a really nice setup. So yeah, blessed to have this beautiful setup this morning.
Hashtag blessed, baby. Love to hear it. Let's shout a few folks out. Dale, yes, indeed. Football is back. Tom, GM, the 24-hour marathon man himself, trying to get some Enter Sandman going for our boy. Absolutely. GM, artillery, what is up? Brunch indeed. We said hold the eggs, double sausage. That's what we're doing this morning. Nick, what
that's
is
that's
up?
just how I like it.
Yeah, Spags finishing up his splash play. Shout out Spags, doing the Lord's work over on Drafters. Fun platform to do. Might be coming to this channel a little bit. Little tease of some. Tom and I were drinking last night, DMing each other with some fun ideas to roll out the end of hot best ball summer. Everyone's very excited to see. Yeah, your inaugural return was Friday on Friday night on the stream, right? With PPR Tyler.
Yeah, that was my first show back. Yeah.
Yeah. He apparently feels great. I'd love to hear more about that at some point. Steven, I don't. I was planning on doing a BBM with Bindles because BBM Bindles does sound fun. Not as risque as BBM Drizzy, but they did just drop the German Shepherd, $5 entry, 20 max. First German Shepherd contest on Underdog. I think it's 10K to first. So might draft that just because like I have missed maxing some of these recent small entry, small field tournaments, and I will be damned if I don't max this one. There's Hope, one of the Underdog tournament folks, broke it down, so we'll get into that a bit. Probably German Shepherds. Maybe I'm convinced to do BBM. Maybe a super chat convinces me because I famously only have 29 BBMs left of my 69 that I said I was going to do this year. So I'd like to save a few of those for some Underdog stuff.
Yeah, get those likes up, and we might do one later on. Let's
There
that's
you
your
go.
incentive to
There you
get
go.
those likes up.
Content man himself. David, I will refrain from calling you Lumpsky, and I'll save that for Eric. Disrespecting your name. Dark Side, what's up? Sir, we just started brunch. You gotta no foreplay with this dude. My goodness gracious.
He's just going in
GM,
dry.
GM Patrick, cooked ovaries. Bonk, nice. Purple Yosh, what's up? Yeah, no, this feels right. This feels good. Because I think famously my first time getting like long form stream was with you on your channel. So this is nice.
Started from the bottom, now we're here on the sanctuary.
David also came on your channel talk Eliminator early in the season. That's cool. Yeah, so we'll let
Sharp
you know.
guy.
We'll let you know to jump in. Richard, what's up? Tyler not gonna draft the yeah, look, here's the thing. I don't really enjoy the super flex. I'll do it if I have to. It's not my favorite. I will be doing the golden but super flex because that's the single entry tournament. I think 10K to first there as well. James, good morning, bud. What's up? Ian, always good to see you. Oh, you know what? So I kind of sneak peeked that I'd have a special shirt for today. So shout out Swolecast. So
Hey,
it took 4 months to send me a shirt that they said they'd send. Oh, what we got? There we go. Yeah. So shout out Swolecat. Very soft, very cool. Which thank God, dude. Where I live, it's way too damn hot. So I'm very very thankful for hooking the boy up with some swag. At this point, I don't even remember why. Like I swear to God, like it was like, hey, we're gonna send you a shirt. Hey, we're gonna send you a shirt. A month later, hey, sorry, something happened. But shout out to their what are they officially like Roto Grinders, the Roto Grinders HR folks. They did follow up. They did send it out. So much love there. Very much appreciate that. Over East does sound like over easy. I'm not disagreeing with you, Pat. My goodness. Um, what if I get to do the golden right before it fills with more information than everybody else? You know?
yeah, you should wait.
Yeah. BBG also trying to do some Inner Sandman. We love to see it. Polite Hater joining us. What is up? Polite Hater been in all the chats and the streams recently. Oh, we got Tom's asking if your Sanctuary merch. Did your Sanctuary merch? Are you still drunk, Tom?
He DM'd me about it was about a month ago. Yeah. You know what? I had it sent to the US because I think it's really expensive to send it to Canada.
Mhm.
So I'll have to text my mom after this and see.
There you go. There you go. What the single entry? Okay, then I smash it tonight. Yeah, it is only so. Yeah, I mean, you know what? We'll get into the contest. I would like to give Bindles a moment just to, you took a hiatus. Kind of like get your mind right, get your stuff right. So I'd like to give you a moment to kind of talk about that because I think one of the things we don't really talk a lot about, and so sorry guys, Brunch is going to take like a slight serious break of just talking like, like mental health. We're in like the home stretch of the grind. I hear a lot of people kind of like slow draft hell, kind of miserable. I've seen some of the folks on Twitter, some of the folks in the Discords talking about like just fatigue and stuff. Um, and we've got you on today. So, floor is yours to talk about like the hiatus and the return and how you're doing. Cause, I know on behalf of myself and a few other folks in the channel world, we were, worried about you and concerned and hoping that you did what was right for you. And so hoping that, your return is on your terms and good terms and, how you doing, how you feeling, how's everything going?
Yeah, no, thanks so much I appreciate everyone's support. Yeah, it was honestly overwhelming the amount of support I got. And yeah, I just work and life and streaming and everything kind of I think was catching up to me a little bit. So yeah, just figured it's not the best time July to August to take a break, but I think I just needed to do it. Get my mind right, spent some time with my family, took a few short vacations away, and just
And we're
prioritize better because I feel like I don't always do the best job of that. So yeah, feeling refreshed, feeling good, and gonna try to attack the rest of the season that we have left with a little bit better of a plan. And so yeah, but yeah, once again, shout out to you, shout out to Tom, shout out to everyone who was checking in with me, showing me love. It was definitely appreciated more than you know. So
hell yeah, man. Well, no, I'm glad to hear that. Did you go anywhere fun? You said you took a couple of vacations. I know you sent us a couple pictures. They look gorgeous. Where'd you go?
yeah, so I was over on the west side of the state in Michigan, near Lake Michigan. My family has a cottage in South Haven, Michigan, which is a nice little beach town. And then some of my uncles and other family members that I haven't seen since pre-COVID came and flew in and had a new baby that's only 8 months old. So got to meet the baby, got to meet some of the family that I haven't seen in a long time, and get that good vitamin D, some beach time,
Absolutely.
and yeah, just relaxing. So yeah, it was absolutely it was beautiful, and glad to be back in the streets.
Hell yeah, man. Love to hear that. It's like seriously, love to hear that. Glad, very, very glad to hear that. And without further ado, we are jumped straight in to the German Shepherd. So I'll just refresh the fine folks. This just dropped like within the last hour. $5 entry, 20 entry max, 10K to first, 22,320 entrants, 2 of 12, 2 of 10, 2 of 12, 124 seat final. And then we'll make our pick, and then I'll pull up Hope's tweet because they specifically made this tournament with a couple of things in mind that I think valuable to kind of shout out. And also, let's get some music going. Put on some Night Driving for our Miami Vice homie, the one and only.
So yeah, how have you been handling this spot here? Okay, I was gonna say, I know you're not a chase guy, but do you just want to take the ADP?
No, yeah. If he's gonna go after Amon Ra, I'm good with that.
Yeah, me too.
I don't mind. I have a lot of Bijan and Brees, and I will have plenty more. But if I'm gonna get Chase a little after ADP, I feel like that's when I'm gonna take him. Interesting to see CMC drop into 3 in this one.
Jefferson at 2. Get your guys.
Anime meme should have been me. But yeah, let's see. Yo, shouting out the underrated territory. Yeah, exactly. Popinski saying like draft fatigue. Back in the ancestors' days. I think here's the deal, man. Like, we are inundated with so much shit, social media, and now that especially content-wise, like now that you're on screen all the time. You're having to be on social media all the time. This stuff's rotting your brain for real. And then you're drafting on top of that. And if you're like in a max mindset, I'm going to max every tournament. I'm going to chase everything. I draft when I go to sleep. I draft when I wake up. And then I'm hopping on content and I'm on social media. Like it just warps your brain, especially when you have you and I have jobs in real life outside of this stuff. And if you don't take a step back and prioritize and reframe things, you're like, oh, this is fun, and then 3 weeks in, you're like, I am fried. I am so fried. And so I'm glad you have a plan in place. I think everybody should have like a plan in place, like how much. And it's the same thing like bankroll, like emotional bankroll. How much you're going to want yourself to do certain things and certain things, and then keep those balance, just like with your bankroll. Just because if you let that get out of hand, you might be tits up underwater, and you don't want to end up that way. So.
Yeah, it's like with anything, working out, school, work, anything, like you'd rather, right? Like it's so easy, especially I think, at least my personality, like to just go until you just burn yourself out. And that definitely has been a lesson I've learned in other areas of my life. But just too much going on. And so better to pull it back for a little bit and then be able to make it sustainable.
You're a Waddle.
You want to go Waddle?
Yeah, you're a Waddle. Yeah. I know who you want. So we talked a little bit before the show that you haven't been necessarily drafting a lot, but you have been still taking in content and stuff. Do you have any thoughts about what's going on, and any macro ADP thoughts or camp thoughts or priors you've shifted on, priors you've gotten stronger on, anything like that? Because it seems like you've been taking a lot of the content and not really drafting. So I'm curious to hear your thought process going now in this home stretch, seemingly ready to finish strong in the draft streets.
Yeah, I mean, I think the number one is just, which I'm sure you've experienced, me not even being in draft rooms, but just watching, is just kind of the more casual crowd coming in and kind of making the rooms a little bit more chaotic, which I think can give some advantages, but you kind of have to know that you're in those rooms and know that that's going to happen. Because if you just try to play it like a full badge draft, you're not going to have a good time. You're going to end up with some crazy quarterback combinations and naked quarterbacks and stuff like that. Debo, I think. Sorry, go ahead.
Oh, I'm sorry. I did forget to say that this contest, Hope did mention the goal was to do 2x for the men cash, 2x for advancing to week 16, and then max money back from making the finals in a flat way. So did want to just mention that before I forget, because I know I'm going to forget. But you were talking about Debo and Ayuk.
Yeah, I mean, I think Debo. I always was higher on Debo than Ayuk. And I still think Ayuk is going to end up in San Francisco, so I don't think we should overcompensate too much. But okay, we're back on the clock. Let's go Neighbors.
Apparently, he just got hurt.
Oh shit. Okay,
but I'm okay with. Do you want to do Smith just in case?
Sure.
Yeah, it's his foot. So I'm like, if it's just a so I was trying to find as much information. I saw right before stream, I saw he had to take his shoe off and limp away. Trainers were looking at him. So I'm like, if he broke his foot, that's bad. But I don't know. And the only thing I could pull up in time for us getting on the clock was Jeff Mueller saying hopefully it's a cramp or a minor sprain.
But literally just happened.
Until we get X-rays, we're not going to know. Yeah, because
that was one of the other things I was going to talk about was Neighbors just getting rave reviews, other than the fight, which I guess shows he has that dog in him. Although it wasn't necessarily, he kind of like ran away a little bit. So, but yeah, Neighbors obviously looking like a superstar, and there's that huge, roundish ADP between him and Marvin Harrison, and I feel like flip a coin. Like I think they're both really good picks, and if Neighbors is going later, barring injury, definitely. I was already in, and so even more in on him. Some other things, time balance. Yeah, time balance. It's for us ADHDers. It's like you're either all in or you're all out, and it can be hard to balance sometimes. Let's see. So we got a Jamar Chase, Waddle, and Devonta Smith start. So very, piss boy start like we're used to.
Smith having a super strong camp too, like a really strong camp, seemingly. A lot of rave reviews and potentially a lot of slot work coming out of the Kellen Moore offense. So at that point, until I get injury news, I'm very fine, especially if we get Hurts coming back, which is happening pretty regularly. So I think that's still fun.
Yeah, I mean, I think Smith had kind of a weird. Smith and Waddle both had kind of weird, just unlucky / injury seasons, and Philly was kind of a mess last year as well, and I think they'll regress back to the mean a little bit. And Kellen Moore didn't look great last year, but I do think he's a lot, still an improvement over what they had. So,
we've got Kelsey and Hurts falling to us. Do you want to take either of these guys? Or do you want to keep pissing?
I kind of feel like we just take Hurts. Yeah,
agreed.
I haven't it's not intentional, but I just don't get as much elite quarterback as I would like, which feels like a leak in my game. So when it falls to me stacked up, I want to be taking advantage, especially a little bit past ADP as well. So
yeah. All right. Here's a little bit more. I'll give you a moment to breathe. I know we just got a lot from you. I'll jump to Adam Hutchinson, another fantasy PT I follow, saying, if it's not a season-ending foot injury, the average is two weeks missed with the foot or toes, but you can have a dip in performance with lingering stuff. And then what do we got here? Little book page. Let's see. Grabbing the top outside of his foot. Yeah, that makes me think of Metcalf, right? With a Jones fracture. Jesus Christ, that would be brutal. So that's gonna be something to monitor for sure. If it's just like a sprain or a toe or turf toe, 2, 3, 4 weeks from what we've seen before. But if your worst case is almost all season, that'd be tough sell.
Good move. Just pushing us off of Neighbors there, because I had not seen that. I've been putting out trays of food and shit for the last 3 hours. So.
All right, we're on the clock. Kincaid a little past ADP. Keenan here had a strong preseason showing. What are you thinking here?
I kind of like Keenan.
I'm good with Keenan. Let's piss. Let us resume the piss. Best ball brunch piss. That's what we do.
The next, we're always down for pissing, of course, especially crossing streams. That's what we're here for.
I know. Especially when you got double sausage.
I think the Bears, they're on Hard Knocks, right? And the Caleb, everyone just kind of hates Caleb because he paints his nails and whatnot. But I feel like it's going to be pretty undeniable by the time we saw even just a little bit of it last night or 2 nights ago. So I think the Bears steam is going to get pretty steamy. So I'm going to try to get all the pieces that I can while it doesn't get crazy. So
yeah, I think I told Best Ball Guy on his channel, and I was telling Tom that like one of the things I realized I wanted and needed more of was more Caleb stacks, and specifically more DJ Moore and more Rome stacks, because the guy I end up most with is either Keenan or Rome, but I'm like not prioritizing the Caleb stack enough, and I wanted to do that, and I've been trying to do that, and this isn't helping because of the steamy stuff, but I'm trying to go out of my way to do it. So to touch on some of the news and notes, seemingly now that we're on the Bears, Cole Kmet seemingly rotating a lot with Everett. They're both running routes as well, so that could be concerning for his true ceiling and season long. I think he'd been falling with that kind of. I think his ADP might have that big thing, to be honest, but it was kind of jarring to just see how much Shane Waldron had Everett rotating in there.
Yeah, I mean, Shane Waldron with Noah Fant, right, with Parkinson and Will Dissly, we know he likes to rotate tight end. So I was never really in on Kmet because I was just anticipating with all the target competition with Keenan and Rome they brought in. Okay, we're back on the clock.
So do we want to go for the double stack?
Let's go Rome.
Hollywood.
Did Hollywood have an injury or something?
Yes, he did, and so let's see how far he falls, because it's this four-ish week like joint dislocation that he was diagnosed with and got hospitalized for it. So I think at this ADP it's fine, but maybe we get both guys. I'd be very fine. All right, he goes. But again, late season injuries, not fantastic. For shoulder stuff, not the worst thing in the world. But yeah, when in doubt, I'm going to go with the stack with the healthy thing, especially as we were just talking about it.
We have enough receivers to cover off if he doesn't have early season production yet.
And I wanted to do this first one with Bindles. Sneak. I will gladly blast out the next one we're in. Promise. I figured a nice little soft landing where we can talk openly, especially Bindles hasn't gotten the draft a whole lot. So get him a rep, get him warmed up, get preseason week 1. Week 2, coming soon. Get the next one.
Yeah, the first stream I was in, I had my shirt off. So, now I just have to have a normal, nice, chill stream to just get my brain right.
What do we think?
Let's see. I don't mind JSN or BTJ, unless you want to grab Ingram. Let's go JSN.
Yeah, I don't have a lot of him. So Nathan Yonke, Mana from God, doing the pre-snap usage analysis, noted that JSN kind of had a mixed bag, that he played more when the starters left, but the way he was being used was promising. I don't have a lot of him. So I guess if I'm going to get him here, it makes sense where we might get Caleb double stacked with a Seattle bring back. I need to mix him in sometimes, especially when it correlates. I don't love the price. JJ Jacarison's year 2 model has him pretty shaky, although much like Mims, that could be somewhat mitigated by just better usage overall. Mims, more usage, but then if JSN's used less as a screen merchant and slot only guy, in a more efficient passing attack, that could obviously boost. So he noted kind of a mixed bag, but if this type of usage is going to stick with the starters, that could be the big boost that the ADPs have been baking in. So I guess at that point, I need to just kind of take my vitamins.
Exactly. Yeah, I was going to say. This cost isn't crazy. It seems about right. With next to BTJ, next to Ladd. Yeah, I don't take very much JMO at all. Just even as a Lions fan, it's just hard for me to cross that bridge. So, I think I want to be around at market, around 8% on JSN in stacked up, hopefully. I think it makes sense here, and we have enough cover with our earlier receivers where taking the shots on Rome and JSN feels good enough. So,
and I'll touch on a few guys. Curtis Samuel seemingly really weird usage, not really in the preseason. Brian Thomas and Gabe Davis running as the 2 guys in 2 receiver sets. Kirk back to not running in two receiver sets. Worthy ran with all of the starters and 11 personnel, but they're likely to run a lot of that, especially if Hollywood misses any time. Rome kind of was the odd man missing out in those starting sets. We got Bowers, Sutton, Palmer. We've got running back we could take. What do you want to do here?
Bowers is pretty fun.
Like Bowers.
I think I'm
Bowers
going Bowers.
a little chess piece yesterday. I think Nathan
little
Yonke
fullback catch out there.
Yeah, he was lined up in the backfield. He was lined up out wide, lined up in the slot, lined up at tight end. So it seems like they're going to get him involved. How much that comes down in the games when Tay is on the field is one thing. But, yeah, so with some of these injured guys, like we've seen them, like Addison and Rice, I know not injury, and Hopkins, like I'd rather try to buy them at their lowest price to mitigate some of that injury risk. Obviously, shoulder stuff I think is not as worrisome as lower body stuff, but yeah, I'd like to just push them as far as they go because if I get them at their absolute bottom, that makes me mentally feel better. I think this is probably a good time to smash some running back. Glory hole. What say you?
Yeah, glory hole is my favorite part of the board. So yes. Do you have a lean? I was going to ask you who your lean is.
I mean, I definitely
see, do we have any? I like. I know you're a Brian Robinson respecter, so I think we can go B-Rob, or we have Javonte for the bring back, but he might fall to us. Let's go B-Rob.
You want to do B-Rob instead of Zach Moss with the chase?
Let's go Zach Moss.
Okay. Yeah,
I still feel like this is a fine price. Yeah.
Yeah. So like the thing with it is like, he was out with an illness, not an injury. And this is a backfield we want. Nathan Yonke seemingly saying that like the way that they're not rotating in the Travion, the Chris Evans when Brown was out there with the starters seems to indicate that this is going to be a 2 running back committee, not a 3 more often than not. So I think both guys' contingent upside becomes really, really good. And then their standalone roles is a little bit more appealing. Zach Moss kind of used more in the passing down role. So like at this price, I know he's not the best in the world. Chase seemingly kind of struggled a little bit. So it's like these guys might just really be headed for a Tony Pollard, Tajay Spears type of like 50-50 split on a much better offense. And so I haven't had a lot of Zach Moss with his price since the big board where I did load up on him up into the from 150 to 130. And a little bit in the 120s. Now with him going above guys, I wanted to take more of B-Rob, etc. But if he's going to be going after Chase Brown, which I believe he does here, I'm going to take him, especially when we've made a bet on Cincinnati, just because there's still ambiguity and Chase still hasn't really been given, like he was an undersized workhorse in college. And so, are they going to use him at the goal line? Is he going to be used more on the passing downs? Yada, yada, yada. So I fit once more kind of like a medicine pick structurally. I probably maybe lean Javonte for like role, but I mean, I have no illusions that the Broncos will even sniff the scoring upside of Cincinnati.
Yeah, I mean it's just like you said, eat your Wheaties, just normal. Or just take that value there. Do you want to go Caleb?
I'm good being super duper done with
just done at QB.
Yeah, I can't say I want to get more Caleb double stacks and watch him go by.
Yeah, it's hard because I just feel like I lean like just pushing it with like we have JSN and we could go with like Fant and Gino or something. But I think if we have the double stack, this is the time to do it, like you said. So
double stack with a bring back.
Yeah.
If I had the leg up, it would tell me like you took Hurts, but you do have the game stack. Plus, if I don't get sniped on my nice game stack, that would be nice in a 20 max. I'm with a 124 person final with that kind of advancement, especially with Caleb being double stacked and having rushing upside. I think the way we've kind of built it, I would like to keep the flexibility to smash a lot of running backs because I think we can definitely get away with 2 tight ends and we can definitely get away with just 6 receivers if it really came to that. So I think that quarterback allows us to not have to get gross late.
Yeah, we can always tack on a Denver wide receiver if we need to, Franklin. Absolutely. Or someone later on for a bring back. But yeah, because this gives us flexibility in these middle teens.
What's your lean here at running back?
I know you're a Ford guy, so we could go Ford. I feel like Corum is a good pick as well, and Rico would be my 3 leans. You want to push up? I feel like production-wise, I probably Ford.
I'm Ford Chandler. We have correlation with Chandler. No, we don't. Let's take Ford. Let's take Ford, and we'll see. I'm seeing Chandler going in this range now, which he should have been all along.
Yeah.
And yeah, so like week 17, Miami, pass down roll. I know several in the community and several watching think Jerome Ford is a jag. Just want to note that he had a groin and a high ankle last year, so his performance could have been hampered physically by that. Some of the same excuses Cup's ADP, Bulls want to make. I'd like to say, not exactly non-applicable to Jerome. And then if he's got the pass roll in that offense, and that offense is going more shotgun spread under Dorsey, and they're talking about like league-leading pace as their goal this year, and Chubb doesn't really do much there. I'm fading him from a multi-ligament 29-year-old standpoint, and now Deonta Foreman, back practicing, but had like a really scary neck injury. So it's like in a zero running back build, I'm very fine mixing him in.
Yeah, I think he has, right, like early season based on Chubb just being slow off the injury. You have the offense, like you said, with the pace. I mean, I think he was pretty explosive. Like in week 17 and 16, he was pretty solid. I just think he's not like a sexy pick, but I think he's a good pick at where he goes. So, especially in this room where we kind of need some early season production to make sense.
Yeah, Hoosier, I don't think anybody thought that. It's just like this is a team that kind of continually mixed in. That's why P. Ryan popped that one year, because they mixed in this like pass down guy and it smashed. GM40. All right, back on the clock. I'm smashing Chandler here. He came all the way back around to us. You good with that?
Yeah, let's do it.
Sick. Love it when you get both guys. Love it when a plan comes together. So now the question is, like, what do we do with Kmet? He fell like 20 to 30 picks over the course of the season with the Shane Waldron FUD. Should he fall more? It's best ball. Like, what are your thoughts on that?
Well, we already have the 2 pieces on the Bears with Caleb, so I don't feel like I really need the 3rd piece, and he goes, so thank God I don't have to take him. I feel like it's probably around pick like 145 to 150, so around where he's going, maybe a little bit more of a fall, but if we hadn't taken Rome there, I would have been more apt to do it, but I feel like triple stacks, unless it's just like a team where I think it's like crazy undervalued for the whole team, I don't really want to be leaning that far into it, unless it's just really cheap. So,
yeah, I think that is non-derogatory fair. Yeah, I think I'm prioritizing him at ADP with the risk baked in. Because I tried to push him in one this morning. He didn't really go past more like 4-5 picks past ADP. So I'm like, if I need a second pass catcher with Caleb, I'll eat it. If he spikes because it's touchdowns, like whatever.
Sure.
But yeah, I'm
like
thinking
most tight ends.
I'm thinking straight up, I'd rather have Fenton, Otten over Kmet just for the routes perspective now.
Sure, that's huge.
You want to take the plunge on a falling downs, or do we keep kind of hammering running backs?
Let's see. Algier and Lloyd, the top by ADP. I like both of those guys, so I feel like I'd rather go one of those.
Let's do Algier and see if we can't push Lloyd with all the injury FUD. I don't want to ignore that he's had a lingering hammy off of a hip for the last few weeks. Re-aggravated it, and then even before he re-aggravated it, was running behind AJ Dillon. And I think this comes back to someone asked about, where was it? Where'd you go? About balancing. Yeah, Bonsai Bet's asking like, how are you balancing reacting to preseason news and usage and not overreacting to it? So, I mean, I'll answer that. Okay, hold on. I'll come back to that. I literally said from a routes perspective. My routes, like if I'm looking for, I want to lock in 100% route involvement before chasing those random spikes and like 9 catches, 2 touchdowns like Otten did in the playoffs. I would like that. If you're looking for just purely best ball stack, which is or a bring back, I get it. But a tight end that might be splitting routes and snaps at like nearly a 50% clip is not someone I want to take in the top 150, like point blank. Unless it's gonna be like a top 5 offense, and then you're doing that with Kincaid. Spoilers. So, but no. So for me, Bindles, I think what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to be reactive to news that matters and signal that matters. So like, a player getting a touchdown is not moving my needle because defenses are vanilla. Players are, especially if it's not against the starting, and even if it's the starting, like whatever. I want to react to like, are they working with the starters? Are they not working with the starters? Are they way behind? So in Jermaine Burton's case, like 8 on the depth chart.
Fant?
Yeah, Fant's more prudent. I like Downs more though, not gonna lie.
Go Downs.
Oh, we're going Downs on them, boys.
I still like Downs. Finish your point though.
Yeah. So I think it's prudent, and I lean on Nathan Yonke doing like all the snap stuff. And you don't want to I don't want to overreact to 1 week of preseason. I want to appropriately react to, here are my priors coming in about things I thought, things the market thought. Were those things right? Were those things incorrect? And if they are, like adjusting. So yes, Kmet is splitting snaps. That was baked into the ADP fear because of Shane Waldron. That is correct. Hey, Lloyd is getting a lot of good positive news, but he's running behind AJ Dillon and now he's an injury. I'm going to readjust. I think he could start week 1 really hot too. He's feeling more like a thin mid to late season play because of health and availability. Like I want to adjust to those things. Injuries first and foremost, usage, huge, and then like depth chart, especially for these later guys, like at running back and wide receiver. If a guy, and Nathan Yonke talked about this, like rookie receivers who are running, with like the threes into the fourth quarter in preseason is a pretty decent indicator if they're going to matter at all year 1. So I, as like a Jermaine Burton bull, seeing him run as the 8th receiver and into the fourth quarter in the preseason, he needs to have a massive shift by the end of preseason up the depth chart for me to not basically pull the ripcord and say these feel really dead anymore, injuries. And now I'm having to shift from Yoshi Vases or whatever to I think I have to prioritize the guy who seemingly has a lock on the slot rotation when Chase is not in the slot, et cetera, et cetera. So I want to adjust to those things, but I don't want to like take them as gospel in the first week of preseason. What about you, Bindles? You got anything to add to that?
I think you covered it off very well. Let's do this pick and then I'll elaborate.
Tight end or running back?
I feel like running back.
Herbie?
Yeah, I like Herbie. Yeah.
Yeah, he stacks, he correlates, and he looked really good.
Basically what I would say, everything that Tyler just said, but just don't be the guy just reacting to a Twitter clip and just like losing your marbles. I would say, just be rational. Don't just let your amygdala just take over and be like, oh no, I don't have enough of this guy. Oh no, he scored a 50-yard touchdown and I'm just gonna push him up, whatever. You want to just play it as it comes to you and don't overreact. So.
See, I think Everett's kind of like a Kincaid-esque pick. Not Knox. I'm not really taking Knox, but if you want to take tight end volatility, stack, bring back correlated random touchdown, that's your prerogative. Everett hasn't mattered in years. I don't think he's likely to matter in a rotation, but if you want to like build a game stack, I think he's much more viable than seemingly was. If unlike Knox, he might actually like. I think Nathan Yonke noted that DJ Moore on his snaps ran 5 routes, Cole Kmet on his snaps ran 5 routes, and Gerald Everett on his snaps ran 5 routes. So from like a routes running perspective, he's not just blocking like Knox is. But I think Tucker Kraft, Dawson Knox, and Gerald Everett are all very similar types of bets, and I'd rather bet on the year 2 ambiguous Kraft now that he's returning a little bit sooner than worst case scenario indicated. But I'm hopefully I have much better bets at tight end, like Theo Johnson, for example, Mike Gesicki, I think are better bets in this format, stacked up than those guys. So we
I definitely agree.
Khalil. I'm good with the following Gibson, or we can take a tight end here, or we take Estime or Braylon Allen. Thoughts?
Ooh, what about Estime? Or no, I like Gibson more. I like Gibson. Or like, that's fine. I'm
pause
good with
time. I can pause time. You just gotta tell me who you want.
I think Gibson is good there. I think we could, and this is what, pick 187 for Gibson. That's like pretty crazy fall.
In this build, I think we covered ourselves at the 6 really well. We got very blessed with some of these dudes not going ahead of ADP and falling. So if this is our 6, I'm very set with that, and we can finish out with 3 tight ends if we want.
I think with Hurts and Caleb, we lean 3 tight ends, and then have maybe a luxury pick between wide receiver and running back, however we want to play it. So let's see what happens. But yeah, I wanted to bring up Bowers. I feel like I know a lot of people have talked about him, Jacob, Sanderson, and other people. But like I think we're gonna look back and just be like, why weren't we just taking the absolute living shit out of Brock Bowers? Because he's just the type of talent where like they're gonna get him the ball. I know we're a little bit scared about the quarterback situation, but we saw even in the first week of preseason, like they're gonna line him up and use him creatively. And the talent, it's not like a Kyle Pitts situation where not only bad quarterback, but he was really only used in like a downfield role, and he's not really like, you can't really use him as creatively as you can. Bowers, you see like any alignment, any usage, he will produce. And I think he's gonna maybe his routes will be a little bit capped due to Michael Mayer being there early season, but I think the talent will show out, and I want as much Bowers as I can get.
Which tight end do you want here? Gesicki correlates with Zach Moss and Chase, or there's Theo for the routes.
Let's go Gesicki.
I was ready to pause time again. A lesson to all of you: if you want to manipulate time and get like literally 5 extra seconds, unlike Pete or Tom, no offense, guys, you drag and drop. Do not drop. I am holding on. Look at me, white knuckling. If you do this, the queue breaks and buys you at least 2 to 3 extra seconds. This is how you buy a long-winded answer from a host with a short clock, guys. So just, hashtag freeze time. I wanted to answer.
Watch a master at work.
Yes, only a few best ball brunches left. In-season plans, Tom and I are still working behind the scenes to do that. I know Rich and Tom do a lot of dynasty and redraft and DFS stuff during the season. As far as Underdog and myself are concerned, we're still talking through that. We've got some ideas, we got some pitches. We'll let you know once we get those firmed up. And then Bonsai asking what the bull case for Gibson. He's not seeing it. You said you're in on Gibson, so I'll let you go first as we come up around our last pick.
Yeah, I think the offense is just undervalued as a whole. I think I like Ramondre, but I don't think I think Gibson will have a standalone role as a pass catcher. And I know Gibson hasn't looked great the last couple of years, but I still think he has a very fantasy-friendly skill set. He can, if Ramondre were to go down, he could take over the whole backfield and get 20, 25 touches. And I just want to be betting on the offense as well. So it's a talent and offense bet there. So and if he falls 20 picks past ADP.
You go with Juwan after ADP with the Bowers correlation?
Yeah, let's do it. Unless you have somebody else that you really like, but yeah, I'm a big Juwan guy.
Dulcich is a bring back, but I kind of don't want to get psyoped again. So I'm gonna overrule the maybe prudent athletic move there because I don't like it. But I'm having to adjust that. Maybe just maybe he provides some spike weeks this season as kind of their athletic yak tight end guy in a dink and dunk offense.
Yeah, Juwan just seems like such a good pick. I think once we got the injury stuff with him that pushed him down, with all these tight ends past, like we're even talking about Cole Kmet, like you're really just banking on a touchdown. And so why not Juwan? Like we've seen him have 2 touchdown, 3 touchdown games the last few years. Famously in week 17 last year was the highest scoring tight end. So who cares? Even if he starts a little bit slow, doesn't really matter, right? Like we're not playing for week 1. So
yeah, and I'll touch on, so for the Gibson thing, for me, it's that Ramondre looked okay. Ezekiel Elliott kind of ate into his workload before he got hurt. So there's an existing philosophy there in that offense that guys can share the load. Gibson has proven that he can be a very good pass catcher. Oh my God. Okay, there we go. I was like, dude, at this point, I just need a recent. Can we order these in recently drafted before the season starts? Jesus Christ.
Yeah, there needs to be some filtering on there.
Yeah. So for Gibson, I think it's he can take some of the passing down work from Stevenson, because he did that. Like he lined up at like slot receiver and outside receiver and caught passes last year on a really shitty offense and looked pretty good doing it. Provided a couple spikes in Washington, and so with an offense with a very ambiguous pass catching core, and really the only guys with juice are rookies, and Baker is the rookie that's having to try to like climb the depth chart. Polk's already out there. I just wouldn't be surprised to see Gibson kind of operate seemingly as like a pseudo slot receiver running back, because they do want to use like check down stuff. And then contingency wise, we saw them give all the work to Zeke whenever Ramondre went down. So I think as a contingent bet, he's got like 60 to 70% usage on a week if Ramondre's hurt, and if not, he can catch like 3 passes, 1 be a touchdown, and be fine. So like as far as like a 0 running back build, I don't think it's a bad bet, because he's seemingly locked into the second running back role from what we've seen, and his range does not necessarily provide that a lot.
Yeah, he's just going too late. Like I think it's just the stink of him the last few years. But yeah, you got to adjust.
I get it, and that didn't keep Zeke from being a PPR scam and like a decent bet, right? So like, it's just opportunity. What up, Robert? Let's service the fine folks. I just keep clicking as I'm trying to unclick. You guys are smashing the comments. Appreciate that. I wonder why it would make me want to say snatch catcher. What's up, Jordan? So we just drafted our inaugural Bindles Brunch German Shepherd. Jalen Hurts, Caleb Williams at quarterback, Zach Moss, Jerome Ford, Ty Chandler, Tyler Algier, Khalil Herbert, Antonio Gibson at running back, wide receiver, Jamar Chase, Jalen Waddle, Devonta Smith, Keenan Allen, Roma Dunze, Jason, Josh Downs, some Awus there, very nice. And then tight end, big cock Brock Bowers, Mike Gesicki, and Jawan Cromulent Johnson. A lot of penis metaphors in this team. I'm a big fan. No, I kid. No, this is fun. This looks like I drafted a team with you. That feels right. Yeah. Nice double stack, Caleb. We didn't take the Johnny Wilson. We didn't take the Dallas Goedert, but I'm okay with that because the skinny Hurts never hurts to anybody.
I really like that team. Yeah, I feel like it's very on brand for both of us with the 0 RB, and we got some really good running back picks to fall to us either at ADP or past ADP. So yeah, running another. Yes, we are, Jason. Yeah.
All right, I'll announce. Purple Yosh said he's doing like 4 things. Jason asked if we're doing another. Yes, we are doing another. So in a 10-second stream delay, I'm going to count down in 2s or 5s, starting now before I jump in. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, -1, -2, -3, -4, -5. I'm jumping in. There you go. Waiting for 3, waiting for 2. I hope y'all nailed it.
Let's get some friends and family in here.
Yeah.
It's really just family.
It's all family.
We got Hoosier in here. We got Bonsai Betts. We got D. Latumsky. We got David as Dungalow.
Yep.
We got Jason here on River Rat. Okay, so we got
I think
we can utilize the
I think
private
Yosh
stuff.
just missed because I'm pretty sure he's steampunk.
Oh no!
Yes, so Jordan, they dropped the German Shepherd, $5 entry, 20 entry max, 10K to first, and they also dropped what else did they drop? I think they dropped a Golden but Super Flex. Yes, and a Golden but Super Flex as well, single entry. And I heard we got some extra sausage coming on the way. There he is. GM's Eric.
Whoa, I'm late.
I came.
How's it going? We are on the clock at the Influencer 101. We CMC or we Lamb, boys?
Let's go Lamb.
All right. On the Lamb. Eric went.
Where's the lamb
dark.
sauce?
Eric went dark. Added some extra sausage. He said, "No, I'm on a picnic blanket, having a nice date. His friends and family. It's too much." He's running to the bathroom to come draft with us. Seemingly.
So wait, what?
I'll give you one more. I'll give you one more chance. Don't you worry, Yosh. Eric, where are you at, man? It's looking too nice outside. What you up to?
I'm at a park.
This is at a motherfucking park. You gotta love it. Hold on, let's see what we got. Do I actually let me make you big? Make him
Eric,
big.
so why don't you tell us about Jawar Jordan?
Jawar Jordan, that take's gone really up and down lately. I'm not quite sure about it. It's not like Dameon Pierce looked good yesterday or the day before, whatever that was, but Jawar Jordan didn't look great, but he definitely looked better than Dameon Pierce, but Dameon Pierce seemingly still being the clear-cut number 2 in the coach's eyes. So, hard to read.
You playing some disc golf? We're getting questions.
No, I'm watching my girlfriend. She does ultimate frisbee, and she's doing her 5-10-5s right now. The little T drill.
Oh,
We'll go watch her live here.
we're
What are you
watching
going,
Girlfriends Live, folks. Only on Best Ball Brunch. Oh, it's gorgeous out there, man. Look at that.
Everyone's watching. We got 50-something people watching.
Don't choke.
Okay, it's the good side.
Yeah, give us that good side. Respectfully.
Watch this. NFL caliber right here.
Oh. Nick Chubb wishes he could cut like that.
Straight up.
Shouts out BBG's BF.
Yeah, we're going to a alpaca farm today for a birthday.
What are you saying to this accusation
This
that
is my alpaca farm outfit.
Yeah, what say you to accusations that you're touching too much grass for a man seemingly on the hot best ball grind season?
I just did. Oh shit! I'm probably on the.
That was such a perfect transition. I am. Clip it. God, that was fantastic. So all right, I gotta crack another one. That was the alpaca bowl. Jesus.
Yeah, I auto drafted Jonnu Smith in the 18.
You love to see it.
Huh? Okay. All right.
Jonnu Smith in the 18th. Oh.
Jonnu Smith in the 18th, not the worst. I had Mark Andrews and Noah Fant on a nice little, I don't know, it was a Jalen Hurts team with Gino. It was a good little German Shepherd team. But I needed one more running back. We're running kind of thin. I had a Jonathan Taylor, Kenneth Walker, Chase Brown, Rico Dowdle. So seemingly maybe could actually pull that off as a 4RB build.
What if Jonnu is the guy you need? What if
and that 3 tight end is that better advanced strategy? But anyways, we got to go pick up breakfast. I love you guys. And,
much love.
We'll talk soon. Bye,
Much
everyone.
Love you too, BBG.
Yeah. Have a good one. We got our first female on the Best Ball Brunch stream. Big moment for Best Ball Brunch. What's up, Matthew? Let's see. Yes. Indeed. Get the music turned back up.
PPR Tyler had his girlfriend do a whole stream on the 24-hour stream. So That was pretty intense.
Yeah, I heard the chat was definitely very respectful and not at all horny during that.
I hopped in with my girlfriend for like 5 seconds because we were going to an engagement party. Okay, let's see.
We're on the clock. Do we want to take the neighbor's plunge, or do we want to avoid with somebody else? Who do you want here?
Let's go Evans first, and then you want to go Smith, or you want to take the Ayuk dip?
It sounds like Ayuk's staying put in San Francisco, so we didn't take CMC. So I'm.
Yeah, you want to go Ayuk?
Yeah, very good.
That's a good price on him, I feel like.
Okay, so the thought is Malik minor ankle sprain. I'm gonna check on that. Let's see. Checking the Twitter sphere.
That's okay. Emo has 18 more of these to do, so he can always get his neighbors after we figure out.
Won't you be my neighbors? Yeah, okay, so here's the tweet that's being referenced. Giants do not appear overly concerned at this point. Yeah, probably because they haven't done x-rays yet, but that would be great news. That's like maybe 1 to 2 weeks missed and back. So that's quite all right.
Okay.
Even that said, I think I still prefer Evans and Ayuk. Evans, the week 16 bring back on CeeDee Lamb, and Ayuk seemingly not going anywhere, and so his dip a little unnecessary. Not in ADP, but in the last week, shifting from like maybe 2 weeks, shifting from like mid second round to now at the turn in third round pick. I think I like those dudes chasing offensive quality. Like Daniel Jones is not a good quarterback. That offensive line is rough. And Mike Evans does just have an insane touchdown upside single week. So week 16 or week 17, he has one of those, 3 touchdown games. Very likely going to want him on your roster. So I don't mind that.
Yeah, that's a fun start.
And Pepper Tony, we have seen neighbors only fall to like 30-31 this morning so far. If it would have taken longer for that tweet to come out, maybe. Like if it just said left practice with foot ankle injury, like maybe you get him to fall at the fourth return. But I think probably mid third best you're going to see. We got David doing a high T robust start out of the 8-hole with Bijan, hold my mustard, Jonathan, hold my jockstrap AR, and Derek, hold my beer Lamar Henry. Gotta love.
Brother, he woke up and immediately took his T-pills and just riding that wave for the whole of Sunday. So
with that high T start, you know what he's not doing? He's holding all of that in. He's not giving a lick of high T back.
Semen retention, brother.
By the way, this is one of the dumbest things that ever got popularized. Not a thing, but
Twitter.
Some dudes do it.
Twitter is just all about that.
Sure to make you frustrated, might not boost your testosterone. Yeah, he might. Same thing with like the Ridley. It's like, oh my God, Hopkins might miss a couple weeks or like be hampered for the first few weeks. 17% dip in efficiency back the first 4 weeks, potentially off that knee sprain. And all of a sudden that means that Ridley needs to be a much better pick because the first 4 weeks he might be like the best, healthiest player. Like, please explain that logic to me in a week 17 format.
But I'm definitely still taking Hopkins.
Hoosier asked if the Giants had gotten neighbors last year after the playoffs appearance, how would you feel about this situation? I mean, I was shocked they did what they did, but was very cognizant that it was because they were using Dime's legs and Saquon dump-offs to like scam their way to high touchdown variance 9-win season, and the Vikings were so fake 13 wins. I bet against the Vikings in that game and won handily. That said, Dime's whole thing was like lots of rushing and low ADOT stuff. Neighbors helps that a lot. Theo Johnson helps that. Wandale helps that. But his rushing is going to be affected off the ACL for at least the first 4 to 8 weeks. And if the line is just as bad, they just activated Neal off the camp pup, but that means he hasn't had time to practice all camp. So will it be surprising if this looks like just as disastrous? I would have had the similar concerns. That said, last year no one thought that O-line was going to be as bad as it was. Are we tapping Lamar Andrews here?
Yes, brother. This is a beautiful gift from God right here. It's Sunday, and we're praying to the Ravens gods to get that stack.
Praise be with the
Amen, brother.
Oh, you know what? Let me let you do the honors. There you go. There you go. Love it.
Oh, that felt good.
It feels good to nut on Best Ball Brunch. No, I don't know why I'm telling y'all this. Many moons ago, in an act of I get weird bouts of like, can I do this? And so I decided challenge myself to how long can I go without. I made it 10 and a half months. 10 and a half months. And then my body told me, no mas. It gave up the Holy Spirit. And if you've never woken up with your body giving up the Holy Spirit in the dead of night, kind of terrifying, to be honest. And then I said, I will never do that again. And since then, 7 times a day. I can't.
That's your Joker origin story. Is 10 months, and then that's why this is what happens if you go 10 and a half months.
Yeah. That's your warning. That's your warning for semen retention. You turn out broken like me. All right. Yes. Nothing official yet. X-rays we expect to say whether or not there's going to be any like fracture or anything. Emmanuel's also not good, but they also don't have a lot of options outside of him. Yeah, wasn't good. Was not a fun time. You want to talk about highly frustrated? Be a sophomore in college, freshman in college, whatever it was. Hey, it comes with the territory. We're an hour in. The algo shouldn't have anything.
What?
Hey, I mean, it is the Lord's Day.
What were you guys expecting when both of us were on here? Like, are you just expecting some PG content?
It was PG for quite a while. We started with wholesome mental health talk, then we broke down a contest. Let's dip a little bit into a little bit more preseason news. Tank running as the wide receiver 3, but gets the touchdown. So going back to like the overreact, underreact. Don't want to overreact to Tank getting a touchdown. Don't want to overreact to him not running in 2 receiver sets, because there's a very good chance that he and Diggs kind of rotate for that. Don't want to overreact to the sideline scuffle that was not a sideline scuffle between Diggs and Stroud. It was obviously 2 dudes talking passionately about just attacking coverage. Let's see, what else? DJ Moore, we talked about Keenan and Moore kind of running as the 2 receiver sets guys, and Rome might be, the JSN of the Waldron offense, but much better prospect. So little concern there about usage, but Keenan's old. Keenan's had hammy issues, and then maybe Rome forces their hand to just play a lot more out of 11 personnel. Wouldn't surprise anybody. Let's see.
Yeah, I could see that.
We talked about Kirk being back to his almost no snaps in 2 receiver sets. Hollywood gets snapped up at 63 despite the potential 4-week absence with a shoulder injury. Worthy still not going super far ahead of EDP despite playing all of his snaps at the starters. I forgot to see where Wicks went after that huge long touchdown.
Last
broke a man's hamstring. Let's see. What do you want to do here? Ladd, JSN, Keon Coleman, Brian Thomas.
Let's go Ladd first, and then let's see. Oh man, I'm fine going.
I'm Connor or BTJ here, I think.
Let's go Connor. I feel good about these receivers so far. So.
Yep, I'm good with that. Let's see. What else can we cover? Kendre Miller's still not practicing due to his hammy, I believe. Joe Mixon's still not practicing due to his hammy. And so, ideally he's back his week 1 availability probably not impacted, but apparently, historically speaking, every week he misses in camp is like an extra 5% likelihood of re-aggravating the hamstring if it's not completely precautious time away. So FYI there. Oh, look who it is. Yeah, Splash Play just missed us talking about the old wet dreams. That's how it goes.
Squirt Squad, some would say.
Some would say the OG Squirt Squad member, even back in my youth. No, Diggs is not being a diva. Diggs is just talking to his grown-ass man quarterback.
What are your thoughts on the Texans jerseys? I forget what your take was on those.
The new ones?
Yeah, the new ones.
Awful.
Atrocious.
Dude, have we not learned that all red with a deep blue at times is an awful color combo? It's horrendous on the eyes. Like, learn color theory, learn how to break things up for the love of God, and then those off, dude, and the color scheme for the like Oilers, Texans, like, you know, inner city youths font, also not good. The color is killing me, man. They look so dog shit, just like the old all reds looked like dog shit. But Cal McNair is he was up there throwing beers back at the concert with Stroud and them, singing rap lyrics and stuff. So he's in his I'm not my dad's Tommy boy shithead son, I'm cool, damn it, like era, and it reeks of I'm cool, I'm hip.
Funny story. My former employer actually was the creative agency behind those Houston Texans jerseys. So if you want to yell at anyone, yell at my former employer.
No,
so.
you and I should know that you're making something based on input you're getting, and if you get some shit input,
the client's always right. Yeah,
exactly. Yeah, no, that reeks of like, these are our non-negotiables, and it's like, okay, well, I can polish a turd, but it does not make it anything different than a turd. So I'll check in injury stuff. And then chat, am I missing anything? All right, hold on. There we go. Okay, so I'll pull up for neighbors one last thing. Jeff Miller noting that did not go inside for test, was using bands on the sideline, was weight-bearing, but limping, but weight-bearing is good, and the Giants don't seem concerned. So early indications seemingly good. So everybody, sigh of relief for now. Fuck. Dude, this is rough. Like, we've been drafting since February, and now it's like, oh my God, injuries are a thing, and I forgot.
Yeah. Dude,
I'm not ready to get my heart broken.
Dude, last year, fucking week 1, J.K. Dobbins goes down with the Achilles, like, after just absolutely getting amazing usage the first, 2 or 3 drives, and then just torn Achilles. My gut just went straight to my stomach. I was just like, oh, fuck.
Oh, shit, we're on the clock.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Palmer.
I got Palmer. I assume you want to push quarterback a while with...
yes.
Do you want Sutton or do you want a running back here? Call your shot, whoever you want.
Let's go Sutton.
You sure?
Yeah.
All right, cool. We start out of the one.
I like the running backs. Hopefully the running backs coming back around, I think.
You hear that, guys? Everybody in our chat that's in our room, we hope the running backs come back around. Pay no attention to the cue. Watch this hand.
What's a cue?
No, I think that was actually prudent given that we took 2 detours for the Lamar Andrews stack out of the one hole. So we start 1-1-6-1 in this Herman Shepard, Lamar, James Conner, CeeDee Lamb, Mike Evans, Brandon Ayuk, Lad McConkey, Josh Palmer, Cortland Sutton, and Mark Andrews. So we panic pick a very well correlated Chargers starting receivers, and we get the cromulent Sutton, set up a backdoor bow if we want, but also
same bye week though.
Touchdowns. I heard only cowards and beta males are concerned with overlapping bye weeks.
I mean, I think it'd be fine. Especially
is this what's happening? Ashton Doolin starting ahead of Eddie
Ashton
Mitchell.
Doolin? That's a name I haven't heard since what? 2021, 2022?
That's a name I haven't heard since before I muted Matt Kelly. Yeah, I have 30% Marshawn Lloyd through like 500 drafts. So wouldn't like it if he's not dead.
I don't think he's
hold
dead.
on. We've got fake news. Eddie Mitchell was starting out of the slot, and Doolin just came in. But 80 was the first snap. See, welcome to preseason. Well, no. The first snap was so and so, and then they got stuffed out for like. Welcome. It is a glorious time of year.
That's like when you play high school football and like you're in a rotation, but you play the first snaps. You're like, yeah, I'm the starter. Like yeah, I'm the starter, right? I started the first snap. So
what Robert said. You take your zero like a man, okay? You take your zero. You take your 4 to 6% dip in advance rate expected, and you take it like a man. You stuff those feelings down. Bonsai bets. Yes, it is terrifying to think. Some like Davis Maddock have a Miata invested in some players, and at any moment it can all come crumbling down because he lost his foot in Nam. Week 1 is going to be a glorious time for some, and it's going to be a brutal time for others.
I have a question for you, Tyler. So with the Wicks 65-yard touchdown yesterday, where do you think you can? Where do you think you would take him, and where do you think he's going to go?
Well, so my whole thing is like they've been telling us for a while that they're likely to, like since March, before the draft, they were saying, "Hey, we like the guys we have. We want to rotate based on personnel, based on coverage, based on packages." They've said that all through camp. So it's like, yes, Wicks is not locked in as a starter, but if he's going to have, much like Reed, if they're going to have packages where like they are very talented and they will be targeted on those things, those are good. So is he a little overexpensive? Yes. So I wasn't taking him here when he was going,
all the way up there, yeah,
at the 9-10 turn, like above. And so he goes here at 113. Like, I get why you're doing it in a stack, and I think it's prudent in most tournaments. I was very fine taking him here as kind of like a teardrop of like, do I want Brandon Cooks, who's locked into all the routes and snaps, but is clearly on a decline and clearly probably a touchdown or bust bet when I can have a similar type of profile in that in a year 2 guy that could just seize more of a role through camp or through the season. So I guess my answer is, if I take Love, I'm prioritizing him for a stack, but ideally I'm okay with him in like the Jacoby range where he's been kind of for a good chunk of the summer with like the FUD about the lack of, but like he's got juice, and that's the whole thing. It's like if he gets the ball, he can do a lot with it. But like it's a rotation. So it's an expensive rotation, but it's one I'm prioritizing. We are on the clock.
RB.
Yeah. Do you want Gus for the correlation stack, or do you want to reach for a guy?
Let's go Gus.
Okay. What do you want to do with the second pick?
You want to go Rico?
I'm good with. Yeah, we probably
for
should.
The Dallas.
Yeah. Rico over Zeke. You heard it here first, folks. The Rico thing, where like, yes, he probably looks the best, but also he has never had more than like 85 touches in a season in 4 years in the NFL. It is a terrifying upside, monumental downside, pretty nice upside. Bucket. It's kind of like when you make that's a backfield I'm very fine double tapping typically. I don't think Gus and Zeke are too much different bets. That said, if I'm not taking much J.K. Dobbins, I should probably be taking some Gus.
Yeah, I still can't do Dobbins. I know he's been getting a little bit of news hype, but I don't know. I just can't do it. Achilles, like ACL, fine. Like even if it's like bad knee injury and like you just eventually come back, I feel like it like Achilles just seems like the one where it's like whatever. Deonta Foreman after like 3 years finally came back and like looked decently explosive, but I just not one I want to be betting on, especially the year after. Yeah, what do we do? What's our Indian food order for today, Tyler?
I haven't eaten all day and I'm starving. Dude, had some fire Thai food. It's Houston Restaurant Weeks, and so we went to a really one of our favorite Thai food restaurants, 4-course meal. Got the rad prick, delightful, delightful indeed.
That was-
Shrimp curry. Rad
That was
prick
my
also my nickname.
that was my nickname in college.
That was my nickname in 80s State University college. Rad prick. Now I'm fucking starving thinking about naan and curry. God damn it, dude! Tim Patrick making a catch. I am rooting for that guy. He's apparently been running as the wide receiver 4 per Ben Albright, but what, 28, 29-year-old off of like 3 knee injuries? Ugh. Ball is live. What up? Welcome to the stream, folks. Let me do a little housekeeping. If you haven't liked the video yet, please like. If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. We are doing a Road to 3K sub giveaway right now on the channel. When week 1 rolls around, we are going to give away $100 cold hard cash, 12 free months of premium membership to the premium content on the channel, Dynasty, Best Ball, Redraft, DFS, all that good stuff, plus a $25 merch voucher to the merch store here on the channel. One comment every video gets you 1 entry. As many videos, as many comments as you like. It helps the algo, helps us. We are less than 200 subs away from 3K. We can't wait to give away more money. Don't miss out. Leave a comment. Videos. Give yourself entries to get $100. That's BBM money. Buy a few on us, by all means. Rip a bunch of German Shepherds on us. I don't care.
Yeah, where else can you get this range? Like you get Tom making sex jokes. You got Tyler bringing the absolute alpha content along with the jokes. Like this is just, it's next level. You got Rich doing the dynasty content. Got you guys that can do both.
Get you a channel that can do it all. Spags, I eat a shitload of American food. I am a Texan through and through. I will fuck up a burger, burger and fries. I love fried chicken. I'm a food guy. I love all food. I like the good shit. All right, we're coming up on the clock. As suspected, Justin 1 foot Herbert comes back around to us. We have him double stacked, and his running back feels like the pick there. What else do you want to do with this turn?
Let's see. Do we have any receivers? No, not really. I mean, I'm always down for Algier, honestly.
We've got Algier.
And could go Jaleel,
but I'd rather not. Yeah, I feel that. Let's do Herbert and Algier. I need some youth that's shown me they're good on this team. Old. Fuck.
26.
Hey, 26.
Rico is 26 and has barely done anything. Dowdle. No, I'm PPR Tyler. Like him and Best Ball guy were really arguing. It was like some of the best content
I was a part
I've
of that
seen.
Argument. Yeah.
Oh yeah, you're right. You were. Yeah. That was fucking killing me. Like I was just sitting there in bed, just cackling. So yeah, I love that.
And asking, does the giveaway include all access to my OnlyFans account? It does not. But right now, my OnlyFans account is free. So, same thing. I have yet to figure out what to do with that yet. By week 1 in the NFL season, I will figure out what I'm doing with my OnlyFans. It's probably going to be like I'm going to use it probably like Cameo. Pay me $5, $10 to roast your teammates, your trades. You want a victory lap, someone in your league, blah, blah, blah. Shit like that. And if you want me to do it in a Speedo, point it down so your league mate has to see my dick and balls talking shit to him, then I can do that. So you know what? And leave the comments. How should I use my OnlyFans in a unique way that only I, the only fantasy user in all of Fantasyland, has an OnlyFans? I'm brave enough to do things that you're willing to pay me for, custom videos. Doesn't have to be like completely out of left field sexually. It's up to you. But I can do banana hammock roasts. I can definitely do that if you want. Let's see. Spag saying he never hears about me going to a brisket buffet. First of all, brisket buffet is not a thing.
Yeah, that would be.
That sounds like my head
up. Yeah.
I mean, I go get crawfish. I love crawfish. No, like when we go get I smoke most of my meat is the thing though. Like I smoke my briskets, I smoke my sausage. I smoke chicken. We usually make our own briskets. I rarely go out for brisket unless I didn't thaw it in time because I buy like a quarter cow at a time. Oh, we got an Iron Man helmet here. Helmet stream.
It doesn't fit my head.
His head's too big. Also, Rico Doutel is a fantastic. I love the automatic. That's Texas barbecue is fantastic. I got a couple spots I would highly recommend. I'll show you my feet. I have gremlin feet, bro. I have double. I found out what a tailor's bunion was. So growing up homeless and poor, no shock, my feet were not kept well. I did not have shoes that fit me very well. So I developed the bunions on both sides of my feet. So I have like literal fucking flippers for feet. And I have calluses on my toe. I have working men's feet. They are rough. So if you want to buy some ugly hobbit feet, brother, I got the feet for you.
Yeah, I wear barefoot shoes, so my feet are essentially hands. So I don't think anyone wants these feet.
Historical anomalies. Here's the thing, though. That's my out for y'all. Is like your significant other sees like an OnlyFans charging your credit card. They're like, "What the hell?" And you're like, "Look, it's gonna sound weird, but there's this really funny weird guy. I sell fantasy stuff. I swear to God." And then they don't have to know that all the other stuff on your account isn't my charges. We call this a Trojan horse, if you will. I am your Trojan OnlyFans horse charge. That is my offer to you, the good people. I mean, they're probably both shitty, but whoever gets in the end zone, like that's the median outcome, right?
What if Deuce Vaughn is the guy you need?
Deuce seemingly cooked. They talked about Royce Freeman over Deuce Vaughn. It's.
Well, I mean, yeah, because he's 5'5".
He's smaller than my Deuce. Jalil comes back around, so I'm good with that.
Yeah, let's use the clock up to see what else.
Yeah, I'm not blasting off here. We could wrap up tight end. Otten goes with Mike Evans. Or we could do receiver. Thoughts?
Let me think through this. Oh, we could go. You're not a Bateman guy, right?
You're on the channel. You tell me who you want.
I mean, I'm not gonna pass up Noah Fant. Let's go Noah Fant, just purely for the brand. I have to do it. So, all
right, cool. We are done at tight end. We're probably done at quarterback, and we can just spend the rest of the draft wide receiver and maybe one more running back. But I'd also be fine. These is my 5.
Yeah, let's see what falls to us here. We had Gibson fall to us really far. I don't think he'll come all the way back around, but yeah, he definitely will.
One is not real, Yosh. I'm already lost. Let's see. Houston 500. Is it hard to explain? I had to explain to my wife why I got an OnlyFans for the bit. It took some explaining, but we got there. We landed the plane. Oak and pecan is fantastic. I'm almost out of all my cherry wood, and I actually cut down a pecan tree that I've been drying out to use for my pecan smoking. So almost getting ready to do that.
Tyler, what do you use to smoke?
I have a little Vert electric smoker.
Nice.
Doesn't take up too much of my patio, so I'm using that. But I kind of want to splurge and get like a big nice one. But
love big nice.
Got to keep paying for the home repairs, so we'll just keep using what we got. The Guardian caps do look like big ass mushroom tips. Yeah, Pinkertons is solid. Killins barbecue, highly recommend. Then I got a couple other places I would recommend. I can for the low price of $69.69. I mean, like, you don't understand. A brisket buffet would kill. Like, talk about meat sweats. Talk about can't shit for 3 days. Like, man.
Yeah, but how much? They're gonna charge you like $200 for a brisket buffet because, like,
yeah,
they charge you a lot.
Good, yeah, and that's the thing is, like, if it's good brisket, I don't need like 3 pounds of it. Like a pound of good brisket is very worth it. Yeah, so I chopped. We had a pecan tree growing on top of our fence, and it came in like 3 stalks and trunks. So I cut them all down and chopped them up into smaller logs to store, and then I'll chop those up and run them through a chipper, make some pellets. Wouldn't you like me to dox my wife's information to you, a stranger on the internet? I married a cougar. Let's see. No, you say that, but a meat sweat is miserable because you've had your fun. Now you feel like dying, and you're sweating like you're dying on top of that. It's like menopause for men that can't control how much they eat, which is me. Nice. Smoking meats is fantastic, and it's the most like white suburban dad thing you can do, but it is fantastic. Thank you guys. I'm talking about brisket and Indian food. I am starving right now. Holy y'all want like another draft. First of all, y'all are milking the shit out of these clocks. And second of all, you keep talking about your food, and I am starving. Oh my God. Ooh.
Yeah, there's a metric assload of food downstairs. I'm gonna go clean up after this.
What we got on tap?
Oh God, just brunch food. It goes along with the theme. Yeah.
Let's see. Oh, this is an interesting note as I'm doing a little injury scrolling. I was out on Wandale for looking bad and being kind of useless, but Adam Hutchinson, Fantasy PT, noting that from an efficiency perspective, off ACL reconstruction, which is the big one, it wasn't bad. And apparently it was in the top third in targets per game and fantasy points per game for post-production off of ACL reconstruction wide receiver in the database. So might have to adjust. I have almost no Wandale, and apparently coming off that ACL, he was in the upper third of those dudes coming off of that, and now he's a full more year removed. And it's what Neighbors, Hyatt, and Wandale locked into the starting role. Hyatt's year 2 prospect in JJ Zachariason stuff was brutal. He's getting like deep stuff, but might have to adjust late. Okay, we're on the clock. Are we going to triple stack Herbert? Are we going to take short King Summer? What do we want to do here for wide receiver?
Keep scrolling up. Let's go short King Summer.
Okay. Excellente, and then I think we can
kind of like another running back, but what do you want to do?
Okay, no. Tell me which one you want.
Let's see. Do we have any stacks or correlations or anything? You want to go Roshan?
Still stacks, but Roshan.
Sure.
Roshan's fine. I'll let it auto pick.
I think I have a blind spot to Roshan, so I'm fine. Fine taking him.
Okay. Yeah, he missed. Apparently, Travis Homer played in over him, but that seemed to be due to like an illness, missing the game. So potentially, so talk about priors. I had to worry that the way Eberflus talked about hot hand committee late last season and this season, even after bringing in Swift, and with the way they've kind of talked about rotating, and then seemingly it's going to be a 3 running back rotation, which is why I'm not like Swift gets the dump off pass, takes it 40 yards, gets pulled. Herbert comes in, does some of the early work stuff. So I don't like Swift being in a 3-man rotation that runs hot hand with a quarterback that rushes plenty in Caleb. So in a Shane Waldron offense. So seemingly though, that Roshan could be and he kind of was like the passing down back. So if he ends up in the preseason being shown as like someone that's going to rotate in on passing downs, I think at ADP very fine as like a correlated bet. He does have size for the goal line, but TBD if they'll actually use him like that. And Herbert seemingly going nowhere.
I just want to be betting against Swift, so I'll take the other two. And it's not like I want 0, but like my cozy 4 to 6% exposure blanket, and then mostly loading up on the other 2.
Yeah, I think he's fine. Pat of the Fantasy Dog Pound is a big fan. I'm not as much into it. Herbert looked better, has presented better, but if he's going to be getting targets, that's nice.
Yeah, I think Herbert is definitely a better player for sure.
Hoosier, what'd you download that messed up your computer? Curious. Naked JJ, just like a plan it god. What we got? Oh, JJ McCarthy, absolutely naked. You'll love to see it. Nathan Yaki noting that apparently Johnny Munt is kind of maintaining the pass down tight end role for the Vikings so far in preseason, like he was last year. So as someone that was taking some Josh Oliver pre-draft in like cumulative scoring and like third tight end builds, looks like that was a poor mistake. So if you're doing like marathon, or you're here on Underdog, or you're doing drafters, you want to tack on a 20th round Johnny Munt for first probably 5 weeks of the season. You can, or in weekly winners, you want to take a Johnny Munt never drafted tight end that could just randomly catch 40 yards and a touchdown in the Hawkinson role for the first few weeks. He's seemingly probably going to return week 7 or week 8 out of the week 6 bye, by all accounts. Do with that information what you please. All right, we're about to wrap up draft number 2. I swear to God, I'm just so fucking hungry. I'm so hungry I can't be horny right now. Like that's, I'm making horny jokes. What are we gonna do with this last pick? Probably receiver, yeah.
What are can you scroll up to the top? Let's see.
I'm at the top, brother.
Oh, I meant of our team.
Oh, gotcha. Yeah. Oh, you know what? Yeah, recap. So we got Lamar and Justin Herbert. We got Connor, Edwards, Rico, Algier, McLaughlin, Roshan, Lamb, Evans, Ayuk, McConkey, Palmer, Sutton, Dortch, Andrews, Fant. So we could do Bo as the stacked quarterback with a pretty solid wide receiver room, or we take a wide receiver here.
Yeah, I think I'd rather go Bo.
Yeah, I'm good with it. We got him with McLaughlin, with Sutton. I think third quarterback in a playoff tournament makes sense.
I just don't. Yeah, I feel like the third quarterback is more useful than the 8th wide receiver when we have the receivers that we had. So
totally agree. Especially with Devontae Walker kind of working too low on the depth chart. We caught like in that Jermaine Burton esque, like, ooh, might be a little too low on the depth chart for our liking for year 1.
Fourth round rookie who, not looking great so far. So not whatever. He's fine as an 18th, 17th round pick if you want to tack him on. But
yeah.
What's how are you feeling hunger wise, sir? You want to run one more?
Yeah, no, we'll do one more. Yosh, I'm gonna wait for you to chat that you're ready. I know you wanted to jump in. We'll jump in one more.
I'm just gonna use the bathroom really quick. So get started.
We're gonna pause for a piss break before we piss. Yosh, here's your warning. You got a couple minutes before we go live and do this. Bindles gonna go piss. What we got? Got some dabs. Some Leroy Jenkins. No, I know. That's my fault. I do smoke my meats. I do eat my meats. We're almost out of our quarter cow. I think I've got 2 steaks, a fajita cut, maybe and some stew. Nice joke. That's good. Bye, Curious. That's good. Auto draft, am I right? Yeah. Do I go when you start the countdown? Okay, yeah. So we probably have like a 10 to 12 second stream delay. So I'm gonna count down and hit enter. And by that time, you should hit it and we'll be good to go. All right, so I'm gonna give 10. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I'm jumping in. Waiting for 10. Okay, y'all, perfect. I think we nailed it for all y'all to come in and ruin my fucking EV. What's up, Johnny? All right, I'm going to go piss. Vamp Bindles.
Hope everyone is having a great Sunday. Make sure to subscribe to the Fantasy Sanctuary. They are at almost 3K. I believe they're like 188, 189 away. They are pushing out the stream, pushing out the content, dynasty, redraft, best ball. So definitely worth your sub and worth your follow. While you're at it, like the stream, leave a comment after. I have my own channel. I was away for a month, but it's Bindles on YouTube. I think we're at 650 subs, so the hiatus definitely helping, not helping my push towards 1K for the season, but we'll have Emo Cowboy, some other fun guests on in these closing weeks, and yeah, should be super fun. Yeah, Fantasy Sanctuary, famously the home of best ball in Europe. So yeah, funny story. I'm trying to go to the bathroom, and I'm at my friend's house, and his door is locked from the inside because it's broken. So I am here in the room, unable to use the restroom because I can't get out of the room. So just texted my girlfriend. So we'll see what happens. Yeah, he has like these little like little poles that he uses to like prop the door open. And I didn't close it, but I think someone must have. The bathroom was like right outside, so someone must have like pushed it closed, and now I'm locked in here. So
the piss has got to escape somehow. I'll give a bottle or something, crack a window, piss it out. You know what? That would make for some great ASMR on this piss ball brunch. It's just pissing in the fucking thing. That'd be fantastic. All right. I know what I want to do at the 7-hole. If Guap Dad makes me, am I allowed to say that? Oh, thank God. Bijan Breeze. You want to do Bijan?
Are you Bijan? Are you Brees over Bijan?
I'm Bijan over Brees, but I've taken Bijan over Brees for like 500 drafts, so I'm fine mixing it up.
Yeah, let's go Bijan.
We take B.
I get the case for Brees over Bijan, but I just feel like the floor is higher for the Falcons. Hey, there's some crazy shit in here. Yeah, I don't know. You can see that's Toronto right there. I call it the Space Needle to piss off my girlfriend. Whenever I see it, I call it the Space Needle. But the CN Tower, yeah, this I'll have to show you guys maybe after. But it's pretty. I tweeted out a picture before, but it's my.
All the cool kids piss their pants, Bindles. It's cool.
Yeah, you have to. But yeah, he does like real estate like content and like stuff like that. So he has like he has a really crazy DSLR camera that he had to take out and shoot some stuff right now. So I don't have that. I just have the computer. But yeah, it's making me want to up my game.
This is Bindles in like 10 minutes.
I don't think my girlfriend's checking her phone either. So
the one time she's not on her phone, man's gonna piss like a racehorse. Oh, what up, Steven? Steven's out of the
Carson Claw.
What hole is he?
Oh, he's the 9 spot.
Hell yeah.
Debo going 110.
Yeah. Yeah, don't know that that's optimal now that Ayuk's probably not going anywhere.
Piss in a sink? You've never pissed in a sink before? Come on, are you even a man?
Bindles would kill to have a sink to piss in. I think that's the problem. He has no sink to piss in.
There's a window over there. I mean,
dude, if you jump out the window to go have to take a piss, that's awesome. Who do we want to take here? I'm cool. It's time box. I'm cool pulling up Cooper Cup.
Yeah, let's live a little. Let's do it.
Yeah. It's time box. Fuck it. He's having a great camp. Whatever.
Oh, here we go. I hear my girlfriend coming. 1 sec.
Oh, he hears his girlfriend coming, guys. What's that sound like? Respectfully. We do call that Canadian shower when it's pissing in the sink.
Hi.
Oh my gosh. The second woman on the stream today in our inaugural Best Ball Brunch. That's fantastic.
So popular.
Thanks so much for opening the door and rescuing me.
No problem.
He has to be so bad, and yet he's still vamping for reasons unbeknownst. Wait until he closes the door. All right, chat, between you and I. My God. God damn. I know. Ooh. we've had some hot girlfriends on the stream today, guys. You're welcome. Everyone that didn't tune into Best Ball Brunch is missing out like a lot. No screenshots allowed, by the way. Be respectful. You can rewind. I will allow rewinding. You may rewind. Do not screenshot. 2 girls, 1 stream. Many are saying athletic, gorgeous. We've had sun. We've had grass. We've had shuttle drills. We've had girlfriends. My God, this Best Ball Brunch. You know, brunch. Best Ball Brunch is always better with women. Many are saying. Respectfully. Yeah, we throw the dubs up. For our boy Bindles. Saber Horse, Radikai Boy. Oh, we are on the clock. I'm cool with DJ Moore. I know Bindles would want probably Stephon Diggs, but I want to set up some Caleb. Fun. All right, let's look at all these respectful chats. Oh yeah, it did kind of seem like that, right? She's gonna go hold it for him. I mean, you know, we might not be done. Chunk, rewind. We've had Best Ball Guys, lovely girlfriend running drills for Ultimate Frisbee. It's a gorgeous SoCal day outside with some grass. And we just got to see Bindles' gorgeous girlfriend. I'm not showing you degenerates my wife, but you know, power to them. Gorgeous ladies on the brunch. Many are saying he's picking from the 101 every morning he gets up. What's that Sugar Ray song? How's that go? Yeah. He has cooked. Let this man cook. Respectfully. James. Do I have a doppelganger? I'd love to see that. Bindles, welcome back. We're being very respectful, obviously. Only the most respect. Look, I don't take my word for it. Johnny, we're all being very respectful here.
How are you?
No, it's actually been, everybody's been really respectful. You just comment W's. Also, I went DJ Moore over Stephon Diggs. I know you probably wouldn't like that, but I like it.
No, it's kind of like we were talking about with the Bears last time. Like it's like I'm not a DJ Moore guy, but I actually want more of him just because he is like just the quintessential best ball pick, and I want the offense. So yeah, go.
Caleb's deep balls. Are we taking the following Pittman?
Ooh,
I don't feel the need to. I'm Cooper over Pittman usually, but Pittman.
Let's go Cooper.
Are you sure?
No, ADP value. I think we should do it.
I could hear the hesitation in your voice and decided to stop time to let you rewind that near mistake.
No, I feel like this is probably where he should be going anyways. Like about with these guys. Downs being hurt, like probably not a huge deal, but I don't know. I think I really like the Colts offense, the pace, A-Rich, good deep ball thrower. I think there'll be a lot of RPOs and stuff like that where Pittman, it won't be as good as it was last year, but I think he could just get there if A-Rich is just better than some people think. I think A-Rich is good, and I want to be betting on the whole offense. So same thing. Like I usually I was taking Downs before he got injured in like the 130s. Don't take a ton of AD Mitchell, but want to take my shots, and it just never end up taking Pittman. So I think they're past ADP with the Downs news. I think it's fine. I like Cooper as well, but
I think him falling plus Downs having, it's only like 10 to 20% likelihood, but 10 to 20% likelihood that high ankle affects him all season long. And in that world that I don't want to live in, Pittman after ADP is like the perfect like storm of that. Also just want to say that historical anomalies for Dulcich, every ball is a hospital ball. He's literally never played more than 4 games without being injured in a season so far. So, but yeah, love to see that. Yeah, anytime you can kind of set up AR feels good. Let's see, Kirk falling. Are we just going to build the all Awu team after slightly reaching on a one Mr. Cooper?
Yeah, let's do it. Let's definitely do it.
1 cup.
Absolutely.
Here. I mean, my God, do the honors, Bindles. Like we're back.
Out.
All this value, my goodness. Pete has that woos. Best Ball Brunch has
nuts.
nuts.
I can't. I didn't watch it back because I was busy during the day on Friday. But you got Corain to do the nut button. That is legendary.
I get Corain to do the nut button a lot. He started out pretty hesitant on it, and by the end of the stream, he was having a good time, virtually nutting.
Honestly, like having like whatever, like all the big wigs like not hosting, I feel like is such a like obviously whatever, like Pete, everyone, everyone, and like it's just like way calmer. Like when Pete was on my stream like a couple months ago, it was just like felt like a way different vibe. So it's nice to switch it up.
I look forward to Pete and I had a good time on the randomizer. I really appreciate him having me on that, and I think we would have so much fun in like an after dark, like all vibes, no guardrails. I think we would have a lot of fun. We could play off each other really, really fun. The way that he got to just like be character and have fun and give y'all shit in your stream. Because that was a great stream. Getting to see Pete kind of just get to go like rewind the tape like 2 years ago and just kind of just like let loose, do what he wants, talk the shit. You get to see that like once in a while. And so, those streams you get to do that. And so same thing. You're like Corain getting to just kind of have some fun, make some jokes, give some takes, but also be in a room where he could just push things and talk through things. I think is it's nice to change it up. I really want it to be like a happy hour, and same with the brunch. Like the vibes, it's just we're hanging, we're chilling, we're shooting the shit, we're having a good time. That's the goal.
Elite vibes.
Who robbed me of AR and Pittman value stack? Pepper Tony.
God damn it.
You're ruining the vibes.
You bastard.
Yeah, goddamn folk. You want to take a Falling Hollywood here as well?
How many receivers? We have 4 receivers. I kind of like Pitts.
You want to stack up? You want to spread a little Bijan on the shits? Fine.
Did where's Kittle been going? I was gonna say Kittle probably goes.
Kittle's not getting past 64 these days at all.
Okay.
Yeah, if you're taking him, you have to take him like here. Otherwise, he's not. He's getting snap picked, and I'm pretty sure he went 58 because, the Debo drafter. So the Debo drafter building out Sam Laporta and Kittle. So Gerardo DFS deciding I'm pulling up Debo, Ayuk's going to Pittsburgh, and with that, I will get the double San Francisco with the Laporta bring back, which feels more defensible if you don't go Pacheco there. But go with God. Go with God, Gerardo.
Yeah, that's okay. Just try to piss for a little bit.
It's that damn Sasquatch. What's up, Pat? How you doing, bud? Really enjoyed your appearance on PPR Tyler, and you're going live today, yeah?
Is it a day that ends in Y?
This is true. You're going live later today, yeah? That's what I meant. What a cock, this Pepper Tony. All right.
Yeah, that was part of the reason why I took Pittman. I was like, I think we can maybe get Richardson to fall.
I was hoping we'd get more. Jesus Christ. Get your guy season.
Jaden Daniels. What
Connor,
other receivers are here?
It's Addison or Connor. Call your shot.
Addison.
Bam! Eat that, Pete. Magic.
I get that. I just don't think Addison's going to get suspended for that much. I didn't love Addison before, but I just...
At all.
And then we have Bijan. Engram, if Engram falls to us, I don't mind that. I doubt he will, but
is this what we're talking about? Why am I pulling this up? What is noteworthy about this, James?
Yep.
It sounded shitty, but it's just like, hey, explain yourself. Yeah, I think it's super, super dead. Yeah, so Addison and Rice both seemingly not likely to be suspended this year. Rice much more likely not to be suspended this year. And if Addison gets suspended, it would be highly unusual for that to happen late season.
Yeah, I don't love him, but it's just at this cost where we took him pick 79. Like, I'm perfectly fine just just taking it and just giving us flexibility later on.
Yeah, you called your shot and you robbed us. Nah, we're just giving you shit, brother. You know what? Respectfully, all due respect, not for me.
Mid.
Yeah. All you, Bubba. All you. Go get your stuff. But also, yeah, Jaden. That's probably Jaden's efficient ADP, and just literally reaches for a stack. Gets Burrow and Jaden says, "No, I'm getting my guys." What do you want to do here, bud?
Oh shit! Go with God, brother.
What the fuck does that mean?
Let's go, Brooks.
Go with God. You know, I can go with whoever. It's like you go with God. All right.
Yeah, I like Brooks there, especially with Bijan.
Yeah, it was probably gonna be a running back or Sutton, and I can't
do White, man. It's just I don't know. Maybe it's a blind spot. Zamir White. I just don't want to be doing it.
I'm enjoying this as a room of like family and friends, and then there's get your guys. ADP is a construct, whatever. Like this is like some kitchen ass shit, and I fully respect it, by the way. And then Carson Claus getting called, like Carson's in the chat and getting called a donkey by Yosh is truly hilarious.
Donkey.
It's getting shippy here in the brunch chat. Steven's like, no, I know what I did. Are you calling me Cap for saying not Bay Adams? That's not a flattering shot at K. That's all I'm trying to say. I'm not a fan of the like super pulled back ponytail hair. Look at me. Hair volume gets me hard. Okay. Like look at all that volume. I love that. Pulled back hair, not for me. Like respectfully, all due respect. Also, dude, messy buns is in. Oh my god, can we talk about how awesome messy buns are? I'm very into it. Yeah, just not the most flattering picture is all I'm saying. All right, we're on the clock. We're being horny. My god, Zamir. Jesus.
Yeah, that's you.
Dobbs.
Jordan Love's favorite wide receiver.
Truly. Yeah, we took Brooks, so I don't feel the need to have to take Zamir, who we haven't talked about, but Zamir kind of getting subbed out on second and long, and Madison kind of getting pass down work over Laube. So Zamir might be a little bit more dead zone-y than maybe his Bulls thought.
He seems so dead zone.
I got nothing against Adam. I just said she's not my bae. I'm a married man. I'm allowed to say that. I should be saying that.
Yeah, don't get him in trouble.
Yeah, relax. Yeah, I don't have a lot of Zamir, and if I do get him, it's because he fell and he's in a range where it's good. But if we don't go Brooks there, I probably say, fine. But we did. So I think Dubs and try to push Love in a room like this. Yeah, all fun. Call people a cock, and I'm like dead serious. Like this is shooting the shit, just having a good time. If you're not giving people shit, respectfully, right, Hoosier, back of her head looks much better. Respectfully. You know what? I need to see her dressed like a baddie to say that. Then I think, in my humble opinion, we got a lot of K Adams truthers in the chat. Power to you, brother. Power to you. Where is that tattoo? Is the question. Oh, we did it.
Lower back.
Ladies and gentlemen, we got him. And I did not think that I also wanted Caleb with DJ Moore. This makes me sad.
Ooh.
Tactical error, but we will just push it and go with God. It is what it is.
Yeah. Wait, so let's run through the squad really quick. So we got Bijan.
Love, Bijan, Brooks, Cup, DJ Moore, Pittman, Christian Kirk, Jordan Addison, Romeo Dubs, Kyle Pitts. Nice squad.
This is like a team of all guys I don't take except for Christian Kirk and Bijan. So like, yeah, I like it. Actually, no, Brooks too. So, but yeah, there's a lot of guys I don't take. Like I don't take a ton of Moore. I don't take a ton of Pittman, Dobbs, Madison. Now that he's fallen, but I wasn't taking a ton of them before. So
David did it to us. Took a naked Caleb. You like painted nails with your naked Caleb? You cocksucker. You couldn't give us both awesome quarterbacks after ADP? What's wrong with you?
Learn Gerald Everett, buddy.
Get ready to learn Gerald Everett and Cole Kmet. Dude, David, you won't. You coward. Double stack both of his tight ends. Fucking bitch. You won't. Take Roshan and both tight ends. Do it, you coward. No comment, Your Honor. No comment. That is a fun start. Yes. A dark side saying she reminds me of my 6th grade science teacher I always wanted to smash. As a man that also has this problem, let me tell you, brother, some inside thoughts should stay inside thoughts. Jesus Christ. What do we want to do here at this pick?
Okay, yeah, let's think through this before we get here.
Kirk and Lawrence is a stack. Stafford's a back stack. We could try to be greedy. Take a running back here. Our preferred running back. What do you want to do?
Let's go running back. I feel like pushing quarterback.
Sharps.
You want to go Sharps?
Ford.
Let's go Sharps. I like Sharps.
Yep, Sharps, a little bring back on DJ Moore. I dig it.
I'm a big Sharps guy.
All right, Peppertoni. Cuck me again. Do it, coward. Do it.
You won't.
You fucking won't. I see Rico. That's not Roshan. That's not Gerald Everett. Get your guys. All right, let me see. Checking the old Twitter machine. Let's share some Yankee. First quarter halfback snap. Javonte gets the first 2 drives. McLaughlin gets the 3rd drive with 7 snaps. P. Ryan gets 4 all passing downs. No estimate. Oof. Interesting. Oh, we got a Shefty bomb on Neighbors. Okay, nothing new besides the speculation about.
I was gonna say it's probably just a little bit behind.
God damn it! I hit the fucking exit thing. When I close out a tab, just swap it over. It's fucking light mode, cucks.
Dude, probably the funniest thing of the summer was JJ. I was like in his chat, like jokingly messing with him about light mode, and then he comes on with a Pete and just gets absolutely bodied by the chat, and he's just like,
it was kind of fucking funny. It was
hilarious.
Oh my god, I haven't been in news. I can't. We push him around. This is what we fucking do. Just get you take Caleb away from me, David.
Yeah, let's do it.
I will lay down the T-law. I will have my cake and I will eat it. Fun theme. Some injury news. Breaking injury news. Trey Sermon dealing with a hamstring issue. It was Jover before it began for old Trey.
By God, that's Evan Hall's music.
They're just gonna sign Kareem Hunt for no money.
Oh God.
Because why wouldn't they? Dude, what is going I swear to God, I finally started taking Mims, just saying fine, he's getting routes. And Lil Jordan Humphrey is running along with Sutton and Reynolds. I swear to God, a zebra tells you his fucking stripes, believe him. I swear to God, dude.
Sean Payton has a fetish for tall wide receivers.
He has a fetish for saying I don't give a fuck. I want to play my Nepo babies. Jesus. I cannot wait for it to be just Josh Reynolds, Sutton.
Tyler, that's a dangerous game there. Just scrolling X. You know, there's a lot of porn on X. We could just be.
I'll keep scrolling, man. I'll keep scrolling. I have no fear. They have a fullback. They're running with a fullback. Oh, Trapman running over Dolchich. It's over. Look at Sam. Sam swinging the old club.
That man loves a polo.
Dude, name a more iconic duo than fantasy analyst and dressing like the most white version of themselves they could possibly come up with. You cannot.
I mean, all respect to Sam. He went to Dartmouth. I mean, that's kind of the fit I'm expecting from him. So.
Oh, I pulled up the wrong K. Adams tweet. Okay. Oh, I'm getting told him. Hold
Jesus
on.
Christ.
Right. Who do we want to take?
Jaleel.
Okay. Thank you, James, for tweeting me exactly which one you want. You can't say I derailed it when I pulled up her account. All right. This is the K. Adams tweet that James wanted. James, the only respectful, non-horny person in the chat. Let the record reflect. Okay. Well, seemingly okay then. Which, goes to show that they're not really concerned about it if they're letting him interview post-injury. Thank you, James, for clarifying. You calling me a derailer as if that's like par for the course. What do you want me to do? I see a tweet with her standing, and I asked, I don't know what to do with this. And then, by the way, the chat derailed everything, by the way. Like, I said, what do you want me to do with this? And the chat was like, would, and being disrespectful. So, just saying.
Don't put that evil on me, Ricky Bobby.
Rich is saying T-Law is always the way. Not about always, but he's a fun way. Can he just put it together, and can he rush a little bit more often? That would be nice.
I'm in at the cost. It's
historical anomalies. One thing I learned months ago was that YouTube auto swaps to top chat instead of live chat in your chat tab. And so if you swap it from top chat in the drop down to live chat, you'll see all of the chats instead of YouTube filtering which ones they believe are top. Which, dude, how do you can't upvote chat, so I have no idea how YouTube makes a distinction of which ones are top or not. Speaking of top or not, I'm a top. Let's see. Yeah, Peyton and Arthur Smith were put on this earth to make fantasy managers' lives absolute living hells. Komet goes, so we're not tempted by the Lord's lettuce. We can take Kirk to be our third stacked quarterback. Thoughts?
Yeah, there's nothing I love here. Let's go Kirk.
Yeah, Kirk double stacked feels nice. And then we'll just figure out the rest with tight end, and it feels like we've done everything we should be doing allocation wise.
Yeah.
Respectfully. Bo Nix per Spags is orchestrating some decent drives. That's all we have ever wanted is cromulent Bo. You know what? I am here to share what I have learned to define people. Yeah, so I guess suspected spam, except if you're in chats like ours, everything is going to be suspected spam if we're being honest. I mean, to me, this just says, stop drafting Franklin and Mims because Peyton will railroad the shit out of them, is what, most of the time, rookies and second-year receivers will eventually make the field, but not under Sean Payton. Pawn Shayton will make your life a living hell. That is what I've learned. It was your fault, James, and I'm glad you're taking ownership of it, and for that, I respect you, and I will not make you run a lap. Not kidding. Yeah, 4% Reynolds, rise up!
To the moon.
I do have plenty of Reynolds because it just felt like Sean Payton saying, I want a guy to run the Judy stuff, and it's not Mims.
How many, we have 4 RBs. Do we just want to close out with, do we have any correlation here? Gibson, no. I'm fine with just taking Gibson and just being done.
I'm good with that. Won't argue. Yeah, nothing really screaming out at me at tight end or wide receiver, so yeah.
Yeah, and I like the receivers we have. We can see.
Yeah, I don't even know if we need to take more, to be honest.
Yeah, we could be done. I mean, With Pitts,
Cup-
I'm fine going 2 tight ends.
Yeah, Cup is like
we'll see.
Cup is like 4 ceiling if he pays off. DJ Moore is a lot of ceiling. Pittman's more floor than ceiling. Kirk is more floor than ceiling. Addison's a mix of both.
Who knows?
Dobbs is like spike potential, all the routes. Like that feels solid. I could take another one, but I don't feel the need to take one. And I'm as a not Pitts believer,
You rather go 3.
feels like a guy I need to like build 2 extra tight ends around.
Okay, that's fine.
But we don't have to. We don't have to be forced to do that.
Yeah, I think we're done at running back. Obviously done at quarterback.
It's like
Tucker
Kraft is like and then I'm not taking a backup. Although, so I will say Ingram running a little less routes in the preseason than his last year usage would suggest. So might be a shaky floor guy. All right, who do we want to take? We got Jonnu.
Let's go Jonnu.
Jonnu, unless you're tempted by any of these receivers. Yeah, Jonnu.
Not really.
Jonnu feels like a move. Go after the Miami stuff.
Yeah, we didn't take Cooper, so we don't have any. Yeah, that's fine. I'm fine with Jonnu there, and then we can.
Who is Faku Booger? Are you in the chat, Faku?
I've never seen that one before.
Yeah, the red badge with an NBA band. So it's like I don't recognize that.
Might be watching.
I need to. Oh, here we go. I shared all this rushing alpha with. We defended Bo Nix's legs to Eric the other night on stream. Look at that. Picks up 15 yards. A little scramble. Love to see it.
38 rushing touchdowns in college.
Oh my god! I didn't realize Cat had the logos. That's dude. This is literally Spaceballs on the NFL field. This is hilarious. Okay, we're almost on the clock. All right, we're on the clock. Tight ends.
We talked about not taking Troy Franklin. Baker.
Okay. Don't you worry, brother. I'm gonna get it in time. Don't you worry your pretty little head.
You got nimble fingers.
Indeed. All right. And then tight ends, we'll just figure it out. They all suck. They're all gross.
Yeah. Let's see. Yeah, Kraft if he falls to us.
Yep, we just
Parkinson.
got confirmation. We just got confirmation from Underdog that Trey Sermon won't return with a Hemi.
Although Hayden Winks is still getting quote tweeted.
Can we not keep falling for Trey Sermon in camp for like the 4th year in a row on like his 3rd team? Like, my God. I tried to be the voice of reason. I won't victory lap an injury, but I will just say, like, I was not buying it.
Yeah, don't bet on Trey Sermon. Okay, what other tight ends do we like here?
Ooh, hold on. I gotta share this. Look at a little sling-a-ding. Old Sutton.
That's classic. That's vintage.
Who does this remind you of? A more accurate Tim Tebow is exactly the first thing I thought when I saw this.
Dude, I
know,
think,
right?
Yeah. I'm pretty in on Knicks, like in all formats. I get he's the 5th year breakout and everything, but and he's old. But like quarterbacks being old doesn't really matter.
Oh, Bo to Mims. That's the thing.
Okay.
Bo's running with the 2s and 3s though, and it's against the backup defense, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah. Sorry, you were making a point on something about.
Oh no, I don't know why he's going so late. It's just because people. Whatever. It's Sutton, and it's just a whole bunch of mishmash of who to take there. But
Sus calling his shot that Hammy or no Hammy, Trey Sermon is the best 18th round bet that there is. And then Spags, you and I have been in lockstep that like he could. Bo Nix has like a very solid, underrated rushing floor every game.
Yeah, and in the red zone rushing usage as well.
Chig kind of got some concerning preseason usage. From like the standpoint of that, so Call your shot.
Let's see.
I went
Let's go.
with correlation.
Let's go. Yeah, I was gonna say Gesicki.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
you
We got
read my
Jalil.
mind.
Yeah, we got the Jalil thing. So it's like, when in doubt, I'd rather just go after a tight. Again, I don't like Gesicki, but if we're just looking for like random spike weeks to aid with Pitts, I don't mind going after the Cincinnati thing.
Yeah,
So
John and Gesicki, both
Yeah.
like just spike week guys.
Yeah, just high scoring offenses. Fuck it. So we finished with a 3-5-7-3 and a friends and family draft. Jordan Love, Trevor Lawrence, Kirk Cousins, Bijan, Jonathan Brooks, Zach Charbonnet, Jaleel McLaughlin, Antonio Gibson, Cooper Kupp, DJ Moore, Michael Pittman, Christian Kirk, Jordan Addison, Romeo Doubs, Javon Baker, Kyle Pitts, Jonnu Smith, Mike Gesicki. Got it in before the draft ended. Hell yeah. Yeah, I've been buying Sutton just because it's like, if any of the guys falter, he stands to, still kind of like PPR slant boy, end zone scam it all the way back once more, yeah. So,
Yeah, those are 3 nice squads. We got the friends and family in there, and yeah, I'm always Bijan teams. I feel like they always end up turning out pretty well. So
I like him a lot, especially in these time box contests. Very, very nice.
I like pulling up Cup there with the news from him, and take some guys I don't normally take. So nice.
All right, let's see. We challenged David to go Caleb with Roshan and the tight ends. I see he cucks the Herbert to Roshan. So he goes Caleb Fields, Achan Jacobs, Rico Wright, Herbert, Roshan, Hill, Ayuk, Pickens, Hollywood, JMO, Hopkins, Falling Knife, Rizzy P. I see Brock. All right, I swear to God, I better see both. You coward! You coward! No, that's fine. You took Everett. I respect you for it. You handcuffed the running backs. Props.
A lot of Bears.
Sus, you called Trey Sermon the best 18th round pick. If I don't see him on your team,
Hey,
fraud!
HB.
This man is a fraud! All right, hold on. All right, as we wrap this up, Sus Edwards is a fraud. Took Tank Bigsby over Trey Sermon, who is the best 18th round pick on the board. And I do not believe Trey Sermon went, but I will double check before I slander you to high hell. Yeah, he's still on the old board, yeah?
Yep.
Oof. Money where your mouth is, brother. Just
Yeah.
saying. And let's see, who else was in here with us? Ended up being Yosh. Said he got the Goff to Amon Ra, Bryce and May, Connor Ramondre, Zamir, Ford, J.K. Dustbins. Nice value there. Basically back where he was going like a month ago.
Yeah.
Shipley gets the Nico dig, gets cucked on the double stack. Ridley, Godwin, Lockett, Xavier, Kelsey Henry, very nice. And then
nice swap.
Carson Claus goes 3 quarterbacks in a Josh Allen build. Very curious. Takes the following Stroud value with Russ, Brees, Jones, Javonte, Zeke, Chuba. Nails the running back room from like an allocation and profiles are fine. London, T, Jaden, Keon,
Coleman,
Thielen, Mims, Boyd, Goddard, Schultz, Komet. So he's got the Stroud, Schultz, skinny stack. I probably, if I'm you, I'm probably taking Noah Brown over Tyler Boyd. Just saying. And then can I ask, why Russell Wilson?
No Brown.
You need to explain yourself.
I feel like No Brown is actually a really good pick. Like if any of those, I'm sorry, what's up?
Yeah, he's seemingly still the 4th receiver on the depth chart. Yeah.
Yeah, offense is going to pass a lot. If any of the guys in front of him go down.
Let's see. 10 hole. Yeah, that's you. You're best ball moderate. Are you Gerardo DFS? Pacheco, Najee, Raheem. You got the Tua, Raheem, and Waddle. Yeah, so yeah, you set up the Giga stack San Francisco with the Laporta bring back. I like the Tucker, McMillan, Wandale, Gabe, 80 Mitchell, Watson, And in the running back room, you go, I got my 3 vets, and then I'm just taking the 3 rookie darts. Vidal was interesting because he got rested with J.K. Dobbins and with Gus, but he was seemingly behind Spiller and Jarrett Patterson on the depth chart. So it's like, what's going on in LA? What indeed? DJ Montgomery. DJ Montgomery?
Let's watch this. Let's watch this beautiful Marvin Mims touchdown catch.
Oh, DJ Montgomery is a receiver for the backups. All right, let me pull up this Mims. All right, here we go.
It's not that beautiful. It's just a...
That is the most scam route shit I've ever seen. But like, he's getting the gimme. It's just, will he get the gimmies with the starters? Like, if Bo is starting with the ones next week and Mims isn't there, that's pretty fucking rough for Mims. Is all I'm trying to say. Jordan, we do, like, no offense, we don't care about your Uncrustables. We care about your tight end alpha in the Rams. Yes, the fake slant. So who's the tight end running with the 2s then? Oh, that's Vele. That's their 6th round. So that's the thing. So this Bo is running with the 2s and 3s because Vele is the other late receiver they took. So like, everyone's celebrating Bo to Mims, but Mims is not running with the starters. That's bad.
Not good.
That's
little Jordan Humphrey,
bad.
baby.
But yeah, Bo looking exactly like you want. Hit the short stuff, get the rushing. Love it. And then Ron with the boner. You know what? That's how we're gonna send this baby off. We're gonna Ron with the boner. Would you give me the? Yeah. Okay. Cool. Got it. All right. Am I missing anything in chat before we call this? Let me kill the music. Make sure I do all my housekeeping. Let's see. All right. Yes, you are. Yeah. Nice team. Dig that one. Oh, Rob from the 11. All right. Let me give you a little checksy doodle. You were get 22. Nice. Kyler, Rogers, Jalen, Zach, Moss, Singletary, Eckler, Davis, Braylon Allen, Wilson, Marv, Zay, Worthy, Rome, Mike Williams, Roman Wilson, McBride, Conklin, Colby.
Rogers with Mike Williams and Garrett Wilson and Conklin.
Colby to Marv. Frankly, I think I'd personally be very, very okay. So yeah, if you're building like Opto DFS 2673, I get it. In this specific build, I would not have minded at all another receiver, given the Wilson high ankle and offensive efficiency and looming potential Ayuk stuff. Even though I don't think it's as likely, I probably don't mind taking a Dortch, a Zay Jones, or a Corley. I don't know that this team needed a third tight end as compared to like a quarterback or a receiver personally.
Yeah, maybe even Russ or something. I don't know.
Corley goes ahead, so I get getting the double tap here, and that's fine. I like that just fine. Yeah, it's solid. Can't say anything about it. Yep. Yeah, Tom, you're getting ahead of me, Tom. I had it. I was getting there, brother. I'm just servicing the chat. God damn it, Daddy. No, I kidding. Yeah, no, Bo looking solid. So yeah, Tom reminding everyone we will be back tomorrow here on the Fantasy Sanctuary. Let me do this. Do this. Where'd it go? There we go. All right. So we'll be back tomorrow here on the Fantasy Sanctuary with Justin Herzig, Mr. BBM Uno winner, and ETR Brain Trust. Thank you to everyone that joined us in the drafts, in the chats. We very much appreciate you as we mourn the losses of hamstrings and feet and depth charts and etc. Seeing some chat questions. But yeah, so we'll be back tomorrow with Justin Herzig, and then we'll be back Wednesday for DK drafts. Tom will be doing that. Friday happy hour back here on Underdog. And then we've got some fun plans brewing for the for best ball brunches going down the home stretch. One last reminder that after this video ends, leave a like, leave a comment, enter yourself into the 3K sub giveaway. We're giving $100 free away, guys. $100 premium content for 12 months and a $25 voucher for the merch store. It's free, folks. It's free. Bye on the road to 3K. And thank you so much for everyone joining us. Thank you so much for subbing and supporting the channel. We've been growing. We've been crushing. This home stretch and hot best ball summer has been fantastic. You've all been a part of it. We very much appreciate each and every one of you. And with that, have a great rest of your Sundays, and we'll see you tomorrow back again.